I feel bad for Dak Prescott. I do. And everything that we've heard over the last couple of weeks and really months, quarterbacks coming out and speaking for Dak Prescott, how great he's looked all season long, how he sees his reads faster than he's ever had. And Mike McCarthy's offense is become fluent to his game and the way he plays his game as a quarterback in the NFL. When you see the fans just attack him and attack him and attack him, it's not even social media. Just out there. If they're not playing well, the first person they're going to point at is Dak Prescott. The defense is playing like crap. Micah Parsons doesn't have a sack in 2 games. Who are they blaming? Dak Prescott. If, I don't know, Pollard isn't running the ball very well, or Pollard can't catch the ball in the backfield because, hey, he doesn't know how to catch, or he's not keeping his eye on the ball, it's Dak Prescott's fault. If Ferguson is not the tight end that he turned into this year, it's because of Dak Prescott. Everything is about Dak Prescott. It's nothing to do with Jerry Jones and not adding another offensive talent, a top-end wide receiver to help him out, a CeeDee Lamb out, and help Dak Prescott out in the open field. No, it's not Jerry Jones, old man Jerry, who thinks that he can run a team and be a GM of the team after the last 25 years they've absolutely failed in winning a Super Bowl. This is Dak Prescott's fault? The guy wasn't even alive when they won their last Super Bowl. It's not his fault. It isn't. He was up, and he's going to be up for an MVP this year. He's going to be a top 4 quarterback in the NFL. He might be a top 3. I don't know what the finalists are. I think it is Dak. I think he's one of the top 3 finalists. You could argue that he was. It's going to be Lamar. There's no question it's going to be Lamar. Brock Purdy might be there. There could be other quarterbacks. Josh Allen had a very good season in the second half. Maybe he's there. As we heard of our little voter over there that came on our show and said, hey, Josh Allen, I would vote for Josh Allen. Well, what did Josh Allen do in the playoffs? I'm not taking shots at Josh Allen. I have my own thoughts to that whole Stefan Diggs thing.
Yeah.
We will get into
That'll
that.
be the main problem of why they lost.
The fact is, I know the first thing a fan and a first player a fan is going to pick on is the quarterback. Because when they're winning, they're going to give the quarterback credit. But for some reason, when the Cowboys are winning, they never give Dak Prescott any credit. You know how many Cowboy fans I have met? Do you know how many Cowboy fans I've been around that keep telling me that Dak Prescott's garbage? All he does is score in garbage time. First of all, for anybody that knows anything about football, if the game is not completely out of whack, it's not garbage time. If your team is not up by 17 or more points, it's not garbage time. I don't understand why fans want to point fingers at this guy and say that he doesn't know how to play the quarterback position. Because Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show said that out of all the quarterbacks he's watched this year, all of them, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, this is a guy that's been sitting and sidelined because he tore his Achilles. And he's been watching more football that it wasn't a part of his game or his team's game all season long than he's ever had because he's missed the whole season. He came out and said the best quarterback that he's seen all season long, as far as seeing the field and seeing his reads and meeting his expectation, is Dak Prescott. What does that tell you when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback, a number 1 ballot Hall of Famer coming out and saying, who's still playing, is still at the top of his game? And yes, he didn't play this year, so we don't know what he's going to be next year. But best believe, he never hurt his shoulder, and he never hurt his arm. So I expect Aaron Rodgers to put up pretty big numbers next year if the Jets get it right. But we're not getting into Aaron Rodgers. Dak Prescott deserves a little bit more credit. Now, his brother, Tad, should not be getting involved with it because all he's doing is he's making it worse for his brother. Him coming out and saying the things that he has said about the Cowboy fans, what do you think the Cowboy fans are going to do to Dak? What do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to torture you. America's team is going to torture the Prescotts. I feel bad for him. He's never going to get any kind of credit. And when they're winning, it's Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, he's the greatest. He's the best. He's the best defensive lineman in football. What are you, nuts? Cowboy fans, first of all, and I'm not saying Micah Parsons isn't amongst the best. He's definitely a top 6, top 5 pass rusher in the league. You can't argue that. This year, he's not even a top 3. He's not. And he didn't have a good second half, as well as he didn't have a good second half last year.